Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Evan Aldo here. We are breaking structure a little bit with Bitcoin. That's the first thing I'm looking at right now in the live stream. Art Basel, or Art Basel, I believe is the right pronunciation. That is now over with Miami. Had a fun time with a lot of people there, so that's really exciting. Met a lot of new people too. What's up, B Baker? What's up, Nick Hill? We appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. So. Oh man, been looking at this a little bit right now. So we're making our lower low. Sometimes, you get that lower low and then you get, those bullish divs potentially like on that 15-minute. That could finally, bring us up, a little bit here. Bring us up a little bit here for Bitcoin. Or, the more bearish case, you just, go down to, oh man, 37, 38K could be the next, kind of significant point. What we could be forming, though, is a hidden bullish div on the 10-hour, a hidden bullish div on the 5-hour. So we definitely have to see, if that's the case, the 4-hour will give us potentially a kind of a big, recovery upward potentially. So that is what, we could see up now to 45K again. It's absolutely possible. Funding fees are still pretty high here, which does make me think we may have to, come down potentially a little bit more here. So that's what we, want to see right here and what I look for, And yeah, I mean, that's a pocket right there, 38. So, man, as of right now, I'm not in really any trades. There was, the main one the one that did not get stopped out that I'm still in right now is the Matic Long. Realized $500 on that particular trade. Funding rate is still atrociously high. That is still, let's actually look at the Matic funding rate. It's still high, but not as bad as Solana. Solana is an atrociously high funding rate. Let's move on to ETH just a little bit. Nice bounce off of, this level right here, 2100 about, which is a big level, and then bull divs and all that potentially. Their trigger wave kind of forming to kind of that point, and then ultimately, that's coming up. Yeah, right there. I mean, it's it's a fierce rejection. It's one of those markets that are a little bit 3-hour. 3-hour money flow crossover right there could potentially give us, let's see what this could give us. I mean, this could give us a potential pullback down to that kind of area if we do lose structure, and that could be a 1-to-1 kind of risk-reward ratio, especially if you were to, do something like that, for the short position. Now that's a short position. What do I think the odds are of that winning? Let's look at the 2-day. Let's look at the 2-day. Red dot right there. You don't have a bear div exactly just yet, but little tough to say. Here. I mean, my guess is you would make a lower low like you did with Bitcoin. ETH is kind of, we'll look at PayPal. I have been liking how PayPal's been looking, but ETH versus Bitcoin has been holding up pretty well, looking good. I mean, it's kind of the debate whether you're going to buy ETH, whether you're going to buy Bitcoin right now. I think ETH, because how we're about to get that bull div, well, not exactly a true bull div on the 3-day, but from the wick, bull div forming, and then similar thing kind of here with the wick on the 2-day, trigger wave on the 2-day, money flow been in the red for so long here on ETH versus Bitcoin, and I think that, we could, see the jump up here, and we could hopefully continue. Break above this level, get up to that high right there. So that's what we have to keep in mind here. That's what we have to ultimately keep in mind for that possibility. So yeah, and then Bitcoin dominance coming down throughout this as well, which is a kind of a good sign for ETH. You're also seeing a weekly. This is what we were hoping for here, guys, for Bitcoin dominance for the altcoins. We were hoping for a weekly bearish div. We got our weekly bearish div. That time brought us down significantly. And I think the same thing will kind of continue to happen throughout this. We come down back to around 50. And once we get that 2-week bearish div, I think we're home free, really home free in a lot of ways here. So we got to keep in mind there. And, ultimately, I kind of, with the funding fees, I kind of think we will come down more for Bitcoin, just based on my experience seeing what normally happens in these instances. But I don't think it's going to be that bad as of yet. I mean, if we do compare this to, let's go on a clean chart here. All-time history index on the weekly, I guess. So, we were circling kind of this general area of accumulation. Got a couple more months into pre-halving. We got that kind of area into pre-halving. And also kind of, this area here. Now, if we're end of 2015 was a big jump up in November. And then what happened in December? Well, yeah, then you had your kind of very volatile time. You had your drop down, you had some red. Where would that lead us to? Maybe 36. 36 could be interesting. And then you kind of generally continue forward. So I do think that is a decent likelihood. I do think that is a decent likelihood here. So ultimately, green dots. And yeah. And at the end of this stream, I'm going to reveal a little bit of a surprise for you guys, something that I bought. We'll see if it is ends up being a good investment. I don't know exactly, but we will have to see. I think it will be. It's something I've been talking about a while. If you can guess it, you might be able to. I do think that potentially Chainlink could be kind of a decent short here. Now you look at this bearish div on the 2-day. Curious about your 3-day. Yeah, you're coming into the red right there. Where could we end up for Chainlink? I think we will come down a bit further. Where could we end up for Chainlink? We could absolutely maybe back to these levels. It's nice 1-to-1. And we did pump up a lot. I mean, you're going to 1155. That could be a potentially good kind of trade setup here. Didn't get quite up to the 17.5. Broke a lot of this structure. Money flow coming out in a lot of areas. I mean, you need to have some type of correction. Now, the real question is, can we pump up? Like somebody was asking, can we pump up, up to, back up to 18? So, am I, Planny, I bought something. I think you may like it. I'm also DCing into a few more, a lot of the ones that I like, there's a lot, big list, but there's something I did buy that's rather large purchase, let's say, rather large purchase, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm gonna reveal it right at the end of the stream. So yeah. Hmm. Coming down right there. But yeah, I think it is for the, for the DCA area pre-halving, great Monday to DCA in. We had our pullback, I mean, stuff is at a discount, it's down 15% for links. Stuff is at a discount. 15% off, I mean, what was the correction for ETH so far? I mean, this is, while I do think there's a good shot we come down lower, 11% down for ETH, especially with ETH looking how it does against Bitcoin. ETH is not that large of a purchase. So a large purchase for but yeah, large purchase. So yeah, no, it wasn't a luxury yacht. No, it was something that I think is going to go up a lot in value. I'll reveal it at the end. You guys might be able to guess it. It's something I've been talking about for a while. It's something crypto related. It's not any, it's something crypto related. So yeah. Grok is, the meme, or the, oh, yeah. So that's breaking structure a lot down. Big jump up, and now you're finally, for all of these, you're seeing that kind of pullback. I don't really know how to trade this at the moment. You know, sometimes they say the best trade is no trade at all. Um, I mean, with the 4 hour hidden bear div, you could try to, you know, go long on the 15, hidden bull div, excuse me, long on the 15, long on some of these money flows coming up. But with funding fees the way they are, I almost feel like the 3 hour is just going to knock you down further potentially. So yeah. Um, yeah. Ledger. I didn't buy a ledger. There. A little bit of pullback for Pepe. I mean, look, the thing is, this is a little bit of a tough market to really, you know, play at the moment, I think, because hidden bull div forming that could bring you up, but you could roll over, and then you do have, I mean, I know it is Pepe, but you do have things happening in large time frames that don't look so good at the moment. I think it's a little bit of a hard market to play right now. Oops. Oh, that changes things slightly. I did not. Wow, didn't realize exactly the. Yeah, so potentially if we do. Ooh, man, I don't like that money flow too much. I like the money flow a little bit better on the 22. We could get a bounce here. Maybe the hourly bull div will give us more of what we need. So what we could try to do on this hourly bull div or whatever. Yeah. Is up to that wick maybe. Kind of feel like he would retest that wick right there. Something that would work potentially like that. I mean, maybe a little slightly worse risk reward ratio there if we do pump up a bit by the time the bullish div confirms. But yeah. No, it's not a mining rig. Not a mining rig. It's something I've talked about. Definitely something I've talked about and something I've said that I thought end of 2023 would be potentially a good buy for it. It's something I've talked about. The answer to that question, Nino, is yes. I do think it's a bit risky. Yes. I'm not in any. I'm in a Matic long that I've had in for a while, but that's all I have in. And that's still in profit. Everything else was stopped out in profit. Let's look at ILV. So yeah, that correction, that that weekly is looking a little scary here. I mean, some people think this is a scam. You know, there's blood diamond galore. My weekly DCAs probably would not involve this at the moment. We'll see what happens on the weekly there. But I do think it'll continue to do well going forward. I mean, this could be the disbelief phase because you're getting that fear as we're coming down. So there could be a bit more disbelief, bit more disbelief as we come down a bit more, and then you finally, continue forward. You finally continue forward. Yeah, I mean, blood diamonds. Some of these it's tough to say, man. Not enough data, but with the blood diamonds and crap, I'd be a little concerned there. That had a nice pump up, jeez. Right up to that area, nope. Then rejected. My guess right now is we would come down further, a little for a lot of these, at least in the short term. So yeah. Well, cool. I mean, it was a weekend. That was weekend trading. That was a typical Sunday dump. But I mean, missing one trade is not. There's always going to be an opportunity in the market. And I think the next potential opportunity is going to be on this hourly bullish div, which could bring us up here. You know, off the bounce off of 40K right there. Now, we may get another drop down before that happens, as we got to pay attention to, but that might give us what we need. What's up, Crypto Grizzly? Oh, okay. Maybe Crypto Grizzly could guess what I bought a little while ago. We'll see if Crypto Grizzly could guess it. It's something crypto, something in crypto. It's not a token, but something crypto related. Something on the blockchain. And something I've been talking about potentially buying for a while. Let's see if you can guess that. Think a pot of whales are taking part. Full recovery by January. Yeah, I think there's a big. Oh, okay. You guys are close. You guys are really close. Rampage is super close. Not that one, but let's see similar. You're very close. You guys will be able to get it. Yes, yep. You got it, Crypto Grizzly. Crypto Grizzly gets the prize. I did buy a mutant ape. We're going to upload a video of me buying that in a little bit. Maybe by tomorrow or something. But yeah. And shout out to NFT Goody. He helped me with the filming of that. And AJ Writes Crypto as well. Bitcoin, CME futures. A little late. Mutant ape. Yeah, so I'm a mutant ape holder. Shareholder. No, I'm not a shareholder, but mutant ape holder. This does look good on these shorter, kind of time frames on Bitcoin for the potential long, because we did have your double bottom. No, we did have your double bottom, so this could be what you're looking for potentially the long right now. ETH holding up really strong. Maybe it won't even make a lower low, but sometimes it's pesky. You got to be careful. But yeah, let's just see when the 30-minute... Ooh, that's about to confirm. Is this a good trade to take? Man, a little tough here. I think it might be. I think it definitely might be. We don't see any green Heiken Ashies yet. I don't know if that's a best thing there. But something like that might kind of give you what you need. Oh, that 45-minute. Yeah. Half hour from now, if that could confirm, that may give you what you need. That absolutely may give you what you need here. And we're forming the hidden bullish div on the 8-hour. A lot of hidden bullish divs forming, so that may be it. First, we got to hold this area. Sorry about the drinking of the coffee. Long night last night. But yeah. Solana. Solana looks like it could continue downward more based on the hourly. And this thing is also pumped so much. Flow kind of coming out. Bear div almost forming on the 2A. So that's where things get more weird. But yeah. Well, you're still potentially forming some of these, hidden bull divs. So that continuation could be here. So we were looking at Link. We looked at it, let's just get that up again. Losing a lot of structure. It's all in the same ballpark as a lot of these things. Now, a lot of hidden bullish divs are kind of forming. And on this, are they? Hold on a second. Yeah, from there to there. Almost not. Okay, not like Bitcoin. Interesting. I'm trying to remember what the big Bitcoin conference, if there was. Well, hey, here's the dip. Here's the dip. Yeah, our Basel was not a huge conference. There were a lot of people in town, but it wasn't like BTC Miami. Next year it's gonna be in Nashville. So, yeah. Hmm. But it kind of does look like I kind of like the Bitcoin setup a little bit better in the ETH setup right now. But I do think there's a decent shot we could pull off the both of them. But yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point, B Baker. So let's look at a few. Let's look at Matic. Rejection off of that area right there. Alright. That point. Potential bear dip forming. Hidden bull div. A lot of these are in the same ballpark, well, as they usually kind of are. But yeah, tough to say. It's just not some of these days are a little bit tougher to trade than others. I mean, I do think this kind of setup would kind of, we've been down a lot and you're getting those bull divs. So yeah, on the macro, we are still in an uptrend. So yeah. IMX. Let's take a look at IMX. Rejecting from $2. Weekly looks pretty good. Yeah, I see what you guys are talking about. This would not be one I would be trying to short at the moment. This would not be one I would be trying to short. Yeah, I think you're eventually going to get back up to all-time highs here. It could take time, though. Definitely can take time. AMP is AMP is still, some of these have held up. Some of these shit tokens have really held up. Up a nice 200%. Remember when I was talking about this, yeah. I got out of this too early, but I mean, I made a kind of almost, I think I doubled my money at least with this, yeah. Still going. Might have more left too. AVAX. Some of these have held up well. My golly. Hey, look at AVAX. Look at them go. Might be a little bit more here. I mean, this was kind of like a Tommy rejection we saw on Bitcoin. I think you guys, a lot of you guys are familiar with the Tommy one we've talked about. But yeah. Nice, Planny. We'll see what happens with AMP. Yeah, because the thing here is like, it's looking good to go long, and then, I mean, you could try to trade the reverse head and shoulders off some of these trigger waves. I mean, you probably could get, let's see what you could get here, potentially. Oh, this is too. I'm just, okay, that worked. Might be able to get that. You might be able to come up a bit. Anything head and shoulders is always bullish. Anything head and shoulders is always bullish. I like this setup, though. I kind of like this setup because I like the yellow X's. I like a lot of this stuff going on here. I do like this setup a bit. You guys think I should take this? What's the... Well, you wouldn't want to go 100x with this, but we could try. You'd want to go... Not going to go 100x. We want to go... that's a bad funding rate, really. Maybe a 50x could do us well. Throw in 4 Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. That's a large kind of trade. Maybe a little less, maybe 3. Doing this a little bit quickly here. Hmm. $50x is a lot more reasonable, yes. I don't know what the liquidation point would be. Let's see. Okay, so we got it filled. You guys are going to see the stop loss, which is okay, 4108. And we're already down $100, so let's see how much we'd lose if... 2 grand. That's a little bit more than I'd want to risk. That's what you get for not using a risk management calculator. I think first take profit right here would be a good place. 41,070. I'll probably take out 2 Bitcoin. And close the long. There we go. And we're already down $200, so we do have to be careful with this. We do have to be careful with this. So yeah. Yeah, the AMP thing was, yeah, it was my call on Discord, yeah. The AMP was a call I made in Discord. If you guys are interested in Discord, link down below. A lot of really good trade setups, calls, and all that. Me, CBZ, Lanicore, and KMAC in the Discord, bringing you a lot of good stuff. Check it out. A lot of people have really liked it. Had a lot of winning trades in there. And yeah, I mean, look, I mean, this could be front running this a little bit. I do think there's enough of a reason to go long right now because the reverse head and shoulders and then trigger waves and all that and the yellow X's. But yeah, let's keep up the trade here. Oh, that's no, this is the okay. Yeah. I was like, am I showing you a different account? What's up, Christopher? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all of you guys. 30-minute, yeah, we want the money flow to start coming up, so we'll see. I mean, funding rates are still pretty atrocious. This would be the lower end of the shoulder, which would not be a surprise if we do retest the spiral line. It could be more boring, could take some time to play out. Funding rates terrible, but we'll see. Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably going to go in the green at some point, and then I could just kind of get out of it. But no, I think there's enough of a reason to give it a shot. Like, it's not a trade I'm gonna like call out, in the Discord, but I think there's enough of a reason to give it a shot. Um, but we'll see. And it could be a little early, but I mean, the 1 minute, the 2 minute, all that crap. I mean, I think there's enough of a reason here. So yeah. It is not a horrible RR. Not at all. We got 69 viewers. So that means we need to change the leverage to 69. Let's see. Buy the top, buy the top. Don't stop. Buy the top, buy the top. You gotta buy the top, man. Buying the top, there's nothing better than buying the top, man. I buy the top on everything. We need to buy the top. You need to short the bottom and buy the top. That's how it's done, guys. So, yeah. Well, there's nothing that's really at the top right now. There's nothing, we're not even at the all-time high yet. I mean, we're at 40K. So, yeah. But so far, our trade is doing okay. And this could be combined into potentially a day long. But yeah. Somebody has to buy the top. I was the chosen one here. Well, that's not responsible, Jeremy. So, Planny, I mean, well, let's look at them. I mean, for Adam and Da, we haven't looked at those two yet today. I don't really, do limit orders. I just buy every Monday typically, and DCA every Monday. Like right now, I would buy a little bit and wait till the following Monday. I mean, right here, 924. If we hit that, that's a big place. After that, it's going to be 855. That wick right there, around 850, I would say is a pretty big place. If we do come lower, I think this wick right here, 730 is a big place. After that, I think that around 620 is a big place. After that, if we zoom out even more, if we do come lower, I don't think we will, but if we do, I think that these wicks are a pretty big place, 450. After that, I think that 250 could be a big place. If we do come lower, I think the cover to low could be a big place. So we'll see. Pierce Brosnan. I forget who that is. Wait a second. Yeah, no, the stop loss is below the... Oh. Oh, I must, okay, hopefully that... Sometimes there's, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. That's awesome. That's really cool. It's cool that he met him. And I was I was with CryptoZaros last night, so it's pretty cool. Dogecoin. Looks like you could get a pump right there. Wow. AVAX, yeah. Tom. You don't know what you're talking about, buddy, unfortunately. I mean, you kind of do a little bit, but it's more about, yeah, I mean, percentage of accounts, yes, percentage of accounts. But I mean, obviously, if you have 100K of trading capital and you're risking 2K in a trade, that's not that crazy, obviously. Um, but yeah, let's see. Now we need greed here. We need to come all the way back down. We get excited when it comes up, and then we long the top and short the bottoms here, guys. No. Well, I could show you something, Tom. I could actually show you the P&L of all the people on FAIRDESK that have signed up with my link this year, and it is in the positive. It is thousands of dollars that we have made as a community slowly over time. Slowly over time. And I could show you that. Believe it or not, I could actually show you that. So not everybody. Not everybody. It's a psychological game. Most people do lose. Most people who start businesses do lose. You know, there's people who tell me, and I'm not saying, I mean, it probably is, you probably have a better success rate in starting a business sometimes than in crypto, because you got to think, there's a lot of, um, there's a lot of people that start multiple businesses, like Alex Becker, and they do very well, So yeah, that's one thing that, you know, yeah, it's the one thing that happens there. But no, he's got he's got a point. You should know the risks. Like, you should know the risks. You should know that there are risks. Especially with leverage trading. I mean, I have a large account here. Losing 2K to me if this trade gets stopped out is not a big deal, obviously. So yeah. Yeah. Algo is pumping, yeah. But I mean, most people, yeah, I mean, most people do. I mean, it's more of a risk management game, but I mean, it's the same, like for trading crypto with leverage or trading anything, it's the same success rate as day trading stocks. So my question is, so does that mean I can't, so it's impossible for me to make money trading stocks as well, or is it just crypto that it's impossible to make money with? Like could I just do it? Is it okay? Is it possible to succeed with doing it with gold, silver, forex, um, and stocks, or is it just impossible to do it with crypto, or is it impossible with everything? I'm having trouble understanding the point here. But people should know the risks. I mean, yeah, people should know the risks. I mean, you could look at a lot of the trades, I call in the Discord. I mean, the majority of them are winners. I mean, there's been bad places and bad little streaks there, here and there, but yeah. Okay, so you're saying any type of trading is impossible. That's what you're saying, Tom Tom. Little Tommy. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, the name is Tom. That's funny. Um, I don't understand that futures are you're gonna have to explain that better to me. I'm stupid. I don't understand it. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like, I mean, I'm sure. Like, how about stocks? So is stocks impossible? I mean, what if I'm just trading without leverage and just buying 3 Bitcoin and selling it, a certain amount later? Is it impossible for me to, like, I'm having trouble understanding you know, but you should be aware of the risks. I mean, yes, there is sleazy stuff that happens. Yes, you got to be careful. Move your funds around. I mean, yeah. Hey, I had a little bit in Celsius, don't I? Yeah. All right. Who? I don't know. I mean, I always, you got to know the risks. I mean, I mean, I don't. He's not really. Tom Tom's not answering my questions here. Like, how about stocks? Should I trade stocks instead? Like, what should I trade? Should I not trade? What should I do? Where's the solution? Yeah, like I want to know no, 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 don't hate on Tommy. Don't hate on Tommy. It's okay. All right, guys. All right. All right, guys. Most people do lose. Most people do. Yeah, and read the book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Yeah, so sometimes at the end of the day, it's more about, how you feel and all that law of attraction stuff, I think. So, yeah. But trading, the profitable traders, 90% of people lose 90% of money in 90 days. A lot of 90s there. Yeah. All right, guys. All right. All right. That's enough. That's enough. Settle down. Settle down. But no, look, I mean, just buy on spot then if you don't want to. You don't have to leverage. You could buy in spot. MEXC's got, you could buy some of these shit tokens on spot, not all of them, but check it out down below if you guys are interested. The FAIRDESK link, we give away a $100 trading bonus. You can deposit any amount through one futures trade. You got a good shot of winning the $100 bonus. You could deposit and get bonuses as well, and I believe you could just trade with the bonuses and then withdraw the profits, which is a good thing there. Use other people's money, don't use your own money. You could do that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that, but there are ways to do that. Make some money, potentially, or lose money that is the bonus money that isn't your money. So there are ways to do that. Obviously, not financial advice. Or you could just buy on spot or just hold long term. You could do that too. So yeah. All right, guys. All right, guys. No, I appreciate it. You guys gotta understand the risks. There are risks to it, obviously. I mean, yeah, somebody who's a professional trader is, it's hard, if not harder, than a full time high up position with a company. I mean, it's hard. It's not an easy task, obviously. Um, Trying to just see what's going on here. We'll probably come down a little bit in the short term. I mean, I could try to, take some profits on, some of these trigger waves to the downside. I kind of do think you do have some potential kind of bullish action coming, but yeah, um, yeah. It's not completely zero sum, but the exchanges would go out of business if everybody was, killing it, I would think. But they do charge fees. I mean, there's stuff like that. I mean, nobody's really like Crypto Lifer has talked about. Nobody really becomes a billionaire trading. Usually not. I mean, maybe if you're Nassim Taleb, um, nobody really distinctively, and they kind of use other people's money too, like hedge funds and stuff. Nobody changes. Let's be real. Nobody brings it that turns 10 grand into $1 billion. Have people turn 10 grand to millions? Yes, they're pretty rare as well. Let's be real. Um, Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good shot. We'll see what happens at Cool. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you get a wick down there. Maybe Tom will be right. Um, but yeah. But I see it is a frustrating thing sometimes. I get like, like anything else. I mean, it is a frustrating thing. And the thing too, like guys, like use other people's money. Don't well, you got to be careful with that too. But obviously, you start a business. Like Michael Saylor says, everything was built on debt. Use other people's money to start your business. But be careful with it. This is not any financial advice. But there's free money. There's bonuses, exchanges. Down below, giving you stuff pretty without much, accountability on your end. They're giving you some stuff. So check out the links down below if you guys are interested. If you're an experienced trader, if you know what the hell you're doing, check them down below. MEXC is good for a shit token. Zero limit fees at MEXC, which is awesome. FAIRDESK great as well. $100 trading bonus. And the Zoomex, we have quite a few spots open. So yeah. Um, so yeah. Now, you guys were mean to Tom, man. Oh, that's good. That's voluptuous right there. That is pretty. Ooh, yeah, yeah, that's a good setup. So, I mean, more of the frickin' that could, yeah, if you do shoot up, you probably will. We'll see what happens here, but yeah. I just want to see where the golden pocket retracement is, because that's where you want to take out your profits. Oh, right there would be perfect. We'll give you guys a little freebie. Um, no, MEXC is not requiring KYC. You might need to use a VPN. I don't believe MEXC is requiring KYC. I don't believe that. I'm going to give you I'm just going to post the trade setup here. That could be a decent setup. Your 45-minute looks pretty good. Maybe wait till this gets closer to confirm. We're about to hit first take profit on that, so I'm gonna lock in the profits. I didn't give this call out. I mean, it was something I saw during the stream, and I got in quick. But yeah. Oh, is it Femex? Yeah. Germany, MEXC, but you're allowed to use it though in Germany. That's interesting. I believe, right? Are there any exchanges you can't use in Germany? Could you use Bybit in Germany? You probably can. Um, yeah. Taking along. Okay. Okay. What is up, Cryptodontist? Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the Cryptodontist. Yeah, okay, finance futures. Okay. Germany. Some good freedom there, I guess, in certain aspects. So yeah, let's see. Is it late 10 or long? I mean, depends. Something like that I would be looking at. Yeah, it's a 101. I mean, you could do probably, that'd be another option. Yeah, that's a one. That could be something interesting there because you're getting that wick. That wick, yeah. A lot of different ways to do this. I mean, 45-minute confirmed. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, we're almost there, yeah. Funding rate's not good, but, you know, it is what it is. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You might be right, Aquil. You absolutely might be right. Um, well, it still could just crash down. That's what I'm looking at right now. ETH could be another. So the thing is with this, ETH is holding up pretty freaking well so far. Sometimes you could see more volatility, but ETH could be something. Hmm. What money did I start with? Money I made working as a paralegal for the most part when I got started in crypto in 2012. You know, I've been in it longer than that, but come on. Hmm. Soul looks like, yeah, I mean, those trigger waves might be able to get right back to 74, 75. Would make sense. I mean, just wreck both sides here, kind of. Broken ETH. think you still could because you're in the range, you know, from the high there. That'd be a target. Yeah, those wicks. Those wicks. Look at the wick. Look at those wicks, man. Yeah, Husky. Okay, just made 700 almost on that trade. On that trade alone, $700. So it was a winner. No risk it, no biscuit. No risk it, no biscuit. I mean, we could pump quick here. We'll see. A lot of very volatile market, fun market. So we'll see. But yeah. That was not a, well, yeah, there's fees and stuff, but you know, when you're on high leverage, the fees are going to be more. But if you guys are interested in trading on FAIRDESK, like I did this trade, link in the description below, you get a $100 trading bonus deposit any amount. Doing futures trade, you got a really good shot of winning. We announce, our rep from FAIRDESK, Alan, announces the winners every week in the Discord. So yeah, check out the Discord if you want to see who wins it. So yeah. Everything's coming, fighting back. Fighting back. We're fighting back here, guys. We are fighting. We're fighting back. And yeah. So, scared money don't make no money. That's a Algorand too. I mean, I wick down and clean that out. Now you might, yeah. This could be, yeah. Right? Yeah, those wicks. Look at the wick. You see those wicks? You see those little wicks? The funding fee freaking high, bro. Look at that. 2.025. High. I mean, I've seen worse, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, hopefully people keep just opening shorts and bring it back down. We'll see what happens here. I mean, I don't know, but so far, I mean, we're still in the uptrend. You know, bull div on the hourly. So far, I kind of think we could get up to this pocket right here. I mean, that would be, you know, you're probably gonna get some type of pullback, but like reverse head and shoulder type thing, double bottom, looking decent. You know, your odds are pretty good. Trying to push up now. Render trying, yeah, everything's trying to push back. We are fighting back, guys. We are fighting back. We're coming back. Coming back. Hidden bull div, yeah. So I'm looking at right there. ETH could be, yeah, I mean, it's obviously gonna, ETH, I still think, you know, it just keeps holding that. It almost doesn't look good as good as Bitcoin, but if you look at ETH versus Bitcoin right now, guys, you know, it is an important level. You know, I mean, we're at, you know, bottom and then even, you know, a higher low from 22. I think that's good. I think that's good. When does this confirm? A day? I think that's generally pretty good. Mm. 44 to 40 live last night. Caspa, yeah. That's another, yeah. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough with some of these, like the newer ones. I mean, this has exceeded so many expectations. I mean, I don't know. I think it would generally follow the market, but nothing goes in a straight line forever like this. I mean, as we gotta realize here. So yeah. Yeah, now I'm just like, yeah, I mean, look, I mean, you could, look at these charts until you're blue in the face, but, oh, I want to look at traditional markets a little bit. Um, S&P 500 still going up, as I've been saying. I mean, the monthly green dot usually don't lie with the good money flow. A lot of good stuff in these charts. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think generally you could you could get up to 500 for the freaking. Even Alex Becker was saying you could get up to 500 for the SPY, man. I mean that 16-hour looks pretty good. A lot of shit looks pretty good here. I mean, I'm not seeing any 2 days starting to look better. I mean, it looks better than it did last week, and it didn't look too bad last week. Yeah, I mean, it's just the U.S. It's kind of the sad part is the U.S. dollar just keeps going down, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got stopped out in profit on a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, my Matic one stayed in. So, yeah. Oh, shoot, what was I going to do? I was going to look at something. Was it the NASDAQ? Did I already? I'm getting a little tired here. Money flow pretty good there. Yeah, we're coming up right there. You might be approaching. Oh my God, you're so close to all-time highs. I think you got to get there. I think you got to get there probably. Let's look at oil. Yeah, let's look at oil. Crypto Grizzly. Oil. Evan. Oil. Aldo. But yeah. Now, here's the thing that gets interesting. Oil starts to pump back, then inflation gets worse. I would imagine you may see this kind of come back a bit. Hard to read on this. I don't know, man. This is a tough little... Again, some bull divs. I would be a little bit more bullish on it for the short term. Let's look at like Exxon, which I think it's been down, right? Yeah, we're breaking structure, but I mean, you're still at that low here, so you're not... Like, this is a big point to bounce if you're going to, and I think you might. I mean, this isn't the most volatile thing. Probably going to bounce or something. Do I do oil? I messed with it a little bit. BingX is pretty good for that. I should get a link for you guys probably, but yeah, I mainly do more crypto stuff, at least lately. The other stuff I don't really... I've been buying more in spot for the other stuff. Like I mean, not saying no financial advice here, but I like PayPal right now. Like a profitable company down just so much. I mean, there's so bullish monthly bull div. Like, I mean, it could go to $40 or I don't know, go bankrupt eventually if it's not profitable anymore as a company. But I think it's going to come back. Nice. What do you think of crypto, Grizz? Are you going to keep holding the oil? I mean, this is the Warren Buffett one that he's got a lot of. Let's see how this is doing lately. Back to March numbers. Pretty boring. This is a freaking huge area, though. Because if you look at these wicks... We run on oil. We eat oil. It's good for you. No, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm that... Like, I'm more bullish on gold and silver, man. But I don't know about oil right now. No, don't eat oil, guys. I'm joking. It's not... DXY... that even kind of... I don't know. DXY is the hardest freaking one to read. I would go with a monthly, which is kind of bearish. I think gold will eventually get to 3K. When gold is at 3K, that's probably the time to start getting out of crypto. That's probably going to be at some point in 2020. I don't know if it could get there by 2025, but it might. I mean, look at that run up. I mean, it could, guys. Like, it could do, yeah, right. It could, the SPY, yeah, pre-halving. I mean, we don't necessarily, that don't mean we're necessarily going to go to 50K if SPY breaks new all-time. We probably will, though. That don't mean we definitely will. You're starting to get, yeah, a little rejection there. I don't know. I mean, hourly's still looking pretty good. Hopefully, if you could get on the dip a little bit, that's where you got. Okay, so this is where we gotta, yeah, be more to get a 101 here. Yeah, 101. Yes, it's a good shot. I mean, I think it's a good bet. You might want to wait till the hourly confirms because if it doesn't, then you're gonna probably roll over a bit. But I think it's a decent bet right there. Funding fees are still atrocious. Hmm. 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 Don't we have a Fed? Oh, we do have a Fed meeting. Let's take a look at the Fed Watch tool. Fed Watch tool. 98% of a pause. 98% of a pause in January. 94%, excuse me. 55% of a pause in March. 49% of a cut in May. So that's what's expected right now. Yeah, I mean, it could be worse, better. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, you know, I do think that ultimately, yeah, you're gonna get your pause interest. So we'll look at the treasuries to kind of end this stream. And you could go, that's not a good RR. Maybe something like that for ETH. I mean, I think the Bitcoin one is a little bit better, though. Are we dumping? Nah, I think we're going to get probably to that level. I mean, that pocket right there may throw a wrench in it, but yeah. Anyway, guys. Oh, let's just look at the the TLT and that crap. It's probably still generally kind of coming up. Okay. Good right there. I just want to look at the 30-year. Yeah, so we're down to 4.3. I don't know if you're going to be able to bounce here. You might. It's hard to say. You probably bounce a little bit more with these LXs and such, but the monthly is bearish, so I would assume that would generally go down. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off. If you guys are interested in trading, check out the link down below for FAIRDESK. Link down below. Also check the MEXC and Zoomex promos down below as well if you guys are interested. And last but not least, check out the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. A lot of really good trade setups and entries and all that from CBZ, Atlanticor, and myself. And KMAC, if you're interested in Forex, KMAC does some of that too. So check it all out. Really appreciate you guys. Gonna wrap it up right now. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And the surprise was that I did buy a mutant ape. More details on that to come. All right, I'll see you guys.